should be chasing after the sun. We would be amazing together as one. Oh, there's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
Don't
body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. Body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh. I've got sunshine, I've got you now. We're body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. We're body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body, oh, body and body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Hope you're having a good night tonight. I'm having a good night. It's been an interesting week for me. And just a reminder, there'll be a live stream next week. I'm pretty sure. My daughter is cheering at some game, and so I need to go watch her. And I think all their games are Tuesday nights, so I might duck out next week. But the following week, I might have a live stream. I don't know yet. I'm getting sinus surgery next Wednesday, and depending on how I feel the following Tuesday, will determine whether I have a live stream or not. But I still might put something together to show y'all. Maybe do another live stream with your videos, and I will check the copyright music beforehand. Or I might just put my own music on there. But yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Tonight we're going to talk about the subject we have on the docket is the DJI Neo, which is if the DJI Spark had a baby with the Avata 2, you would have the DJI Neo. There is we'll look at the box. We'll look at the pictures of the drone itself. And there's a lot of, we're going to compare it to the HoverAir. And there are a lot of Easter eggs on the HoverAir site to kind of give you an idea as to what this drone is going to be. I'm pretty sure it is a selfie drone that it comes with a controller though. So I believe it's going to be like a little toy drone that also has AI selfie capabilities. So it's kind of like a drone that can just do automatic shots. It can land in your hand. It can take off in your hand. Something you could pull out and take a group picture real quick, or do a droney or something real fast. So I'm pretty sure that's what the drone is. But I would love if I could utilize one pair of goggles that I have to fly a tiny little whoop inside. That would just be fun for me. I terrorize my cat. I think it would be a good time. But yeah, so let's hit roll call. I did some things in my office this week, and my desk is a mess, bruh. So, but yeah, so let's go through. Tonight, Joe America was first. I don't know if he's been first in the past or not. He's not a regular first comer. So, but he said hello at 2:58 p.m. So that was almost 4 hours ago. So he got the notification as soon as I posted this. JC Flying was next. So that's good. Steven Drones showed up third. Called it my camera show. So that's funny. So John said, I'm thinking about this Nano for a fun toy only if I could use the accompanying equipment that I already have to fly it. So we'll look at the box. I don't know that you can buy the drone by itself, but I would love the ability to use goggles. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Hopefully that's going to be a thing. I don't know if it's going to be a thing or not, though. So we're going to look at that. So Steven Drone's going to stay with his Typhoon H Plus. That is his drone of choice and has been for years. So y'all are talking about the Typhoon H Plus. John and Steve are. I almost pulled the trigger on the H3, I think it's called. It has the, I think a camera from Leica on it. I almost pulled the trigger on that, and I almost pulled the trigger on another one that I think was called a Tornado. It didn't have any camera gimbal on it, but I was going to use it to carry around a 360 camera. I almost did that at one point, but I did not. So TJ Giggles is in the house. What's up, TJ? I have not forgotten about you, but a lot of things came up, so I will get what I promised you sent out this week. Eat more possums in the house. What's up? Hope you're having a good night. Hopefully I'll see you in a couple weeks. I got your message about the camp out, so that's a bummer. But I still think we'll have a good time. So John's talking about a storm. Is there a storm going on where you're at, TJ? Hope you're doing well. Chuck's in the house. What's up, Chuck? Hope you're having a good night. Brent likes my music. He's always the doobie-dooing along with my music. So was this a crack at my sinus surgery? Is this a smelly pun? No pun intended. Who else we got in the house? Charles Galusky is in the house. What's up, Charles? Hello. Hope you're having a good night. Gary's in the house from Brand Aerials. Hope you're having a good night. Reminding us to like everybody to like me. I like to be liked. I appreciate it. CT Pirates in the house. What's up? Hope you're having a good night. And that's it. So, yeah. I feel like I'm not in focus. Let's get my big straw out and autofocus. Oh. Let me get my eyeballs. There we go. We're in focus, y'all. Focus, focus, focus. All right. So it is 6:48. I've got some things queued up. I wanted to show you guys a video. But I don't want to like put somebody else's review on my channel. So I got a bunch of people that are talking. I don't want to put that on the channel. I really just want to see. I might play this video and then not share the audio from it. I do that. He's got some good things going on. A lot of chapters. So I think we're going to watch that. All right. So Eat More Possum said, is there a particular mount you recommend to hang a 360 camera from the Mavic 3? Yes. Let me pull that up. So the mount that I would suggest is this guy. This is a 3D printed mount that I bought from DPD Mounts. And what's cool about it is it has this kind of it's kind of a reverse what are these called? Dampers. It's kind of a reverse damper system. So all the vibration from the drone has to hit these dampers and then get to the camera. So it pretty much takes all vibrations away from the drone. And then on the bottom, I have a Insta360 quick mount attached to it. But the way this is set up, there is a kind of a tripod version. Like this base has a version for for quarter 20 screw mounts, but ever since I dropped the Insta360 1 from the Phantom 4, I don't trust any screws in the air. I don't like screws, so I always go for some sort of GoPro mount that can't rotate. So, like I talked in a video, and I think Brent, you mentioned that when I said that a screw is just a ramp in a circle. This is true. Like a screw is really just a version of a ramp. And with gravity, anything that bounces just kind of falls down, just kind of goes down that ramp and goes in a circle. And the video from years ago that my camera fell out of the sky, there was a point where I looked down at my camera, and it's in the video, and you can see my camera just turning, and it's actually turning pretty fast. I'll share my screen. So I will go ahead and put this in the chat. What is happening? I don't want to turn on Copilot. What is happening? Oh, maybe I didn't use the right. So I use a PC keyboard at work on a Mac. And so I definitely used the wrong key. But yeah, so this is the Marut 360 mount. And I don't know if I can, yeah, we can zoom in here. So this is kind of the part of the mount that utilizes a kind of a dead shoe, or sorry, a cold shoe mount for a regular camera. So you could screw your 360 camera right into this. I would encourage you to use the GoPro mount just to keep things from spinning around. And then this is like a clamp that clamps onto the drone. And here is a picture of what it looks like on the Mavic 3. I've got mine on the Mavic 3 Classic, but this clamp, it's just a tiny little clamp that you screw into your drone. You clamp it onto the bottom of your drone, and then everything else you can just take off and put it back on. So there's a little hand screw. And this one has a long pole, which is what this is. But that kind of scares me too. The pendulum scares me. Now, there might not be that much pendulum going on, depending on the camera you've got. And then there's really nice installation instructions. This is for an older. This bracket right here is for either the 2 or the 1. This is the bracket I have. It's kind of like that. But yeah, so this is the Mavic 1. And then this is the Mavic 2. It's got this little clamp. But yeah, something else you can do with Shop Pay, you can pay in 4 installments, so $24 each for 4 times. And this is an example. We're going to mute that. So we can watch this real quick. This is kind of all the pieces and how to put it together. And here's an example of how it clamps onto the drone itself. So it literally just holds on under that little air airfoil. Gary mentioned a lock nut to keep it from spinning around. I wouldn't do too much with it like that personally. But here's kind of the pole. And I want to see if he's got it. Yeah. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is how I would fly it. And that's on the Mavic 2. But it works out really well. You're going to be close to the drone in this instance, but in my opinion, it's safer on the Mavic 3. Yeah. Yep. I'm pretty sure that was the Mavic 2 zoom with the X2 in that shot. But yeah, so that's that. And the Mavic 3 can handle it can handle my X4. The other thing, I have a whole tutorial on my channel about it. But what I did in that tutorial is I used my first battery to create a waypoint mission. And then with that waypoint mission, you won't have any like micro jitters in your thumbs. Like, you can fly it super smooth, and you can fly really, really slow, because it's pretty easy to speed up footage in your drone, but slowing down, speed up footage in your 360 camera. But the faster your drone goes, the more the danger of vibrations and wind and all that kind of stuff. So if you fly slow, like I fly at 5 miles an hour, which takes a while, but it flies really, really slow. So Chuck says, kudos to you experimenting. I have the X2 and never use it, nor the 1-inch edition. Was experiment gone bad? Respect for my creativity. I appreciate that. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. So dang it, what? My PC is doing some funny things and I don't like it. So I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the topic of discussion tonight. I feel like I've said hi to everybody at this point. And tell me if you've heard this one. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like the DJI Neo is going to come out pretty soon. I have nothing telling me that it's coming out pretty soon, but usually when you start seeing really good leaked images that were leaked from DJI on purpose, there's a good chance it's going to come out. I feel like DJI likes to put things out in October, which gives you a couple months to purchase things before Christmas. So, or September. So I feel like September, October. I feel like they've got two things to release. I feel like they're going to release the Air 3S and this Neo before Christmas. So in order to do that, There's also some weird stuff with the DJI ban going on, so they might not meet their schedule because they're stuck in lawsuits and stuff. But I want to go ahead and get this information out to you guys. I put in Club Foxhorn last week. I was like, check out this little guy, and that is when I first saw the little Neo, and it like really turned me on, y'all. Like, it got the foxhorns up when I saw that picture. I don't know where I'm just went with that. I just got perverted, and I'm sorry if I offended you, Chuck. But yeah. But in the past, I've loved the Spark. What I loved about the DJI Spark is that thing was really strong as a drone. It didn't have any folding parts. It didn't have a 4K camera either. But I loved that as an intro drone that I would tell people, if you're planning on starting, like learning how to fly, get the DJI Spark, because it did some pretty amazing things. I probably had 4 different Sparks. I sold the Spark, my first Spark. I sold a red Spark to get a red Mavic Air. And then later on, there was a guy selling one. I bought it and just to play around with it for a while. And then I sold that to someone else. And then I think I purchased, and then there was one guy that had 2 Sparks. One was broken, but I bought the whole lot just in case I needed some parts or something like that. I don't know that I still have the Spark. If I do, I have lost it. But I did all kinds of tests with that Spark on my channel. I tried to hook a power bank up to it and see if I could fly with a power bank to get longer flight time. I put the GoPro Session on top. That was a fail. But I just love that. I love the Spark. And my hopes for this drone, the DJI Neo, is that it will be a really, my biggest hope is that I get to use my goggles with it. And I have a tiny little Cinewoop that I can fly inside from DJI. That's like good DJI, not the Tello. Tello is crap, but like good DJI. Okay. And as far as like a toy drone, I feel like this will be a kind of the answer to the FPV drones by Parrot several years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Parrot had these toy FPV drones with these little modules you could put on top. Like one of them was a little Nerf gun or a little BB gun, maybe. A Nerf gun or a BB gun? It might have been a BB gun. And there was something else, like I feel like it had a little tray that you could like take things to other places. I don't know. I don't remember. I bought it. And it had a camera, but like the camera just faced down. So I flew it outside and took one picture. It was a stupid, crappy picture. The other thing that Parrot did is they had a little rover drone that is pretty much in Watch Dogs 2, the video game. But it was had 2 wheels. You could drive it along, and then you could jump onto a table. They just had this jumping mechanism in it. It was a really awesome toy. Oh, and the other thing that my FPV drone from Parrot, the little toy, would do is it had wheels. So it had these wheels that came out, and you could fly it over to the wall, and then you could climb up the side of the wall and then go across the ceiling. And so instead of like prop guards, it had wheels that would kind of roll along the walls and the ceiling and stuff. It We might look those up. Those were fun. Let's look those up real quick. Oh, nope. I believe it was a Mambo. Nope. Yep, Mambo. Y'all remember the Mambo? Daddy loves Mambo. So this was the Mambo, and it had this Lego. Let's see if I can make this bigger. So this was the Mambo, and it had this this little Lego on the top of the drone, and then you could add these little modules. One of them was a guy. I remember there being a guy. Let's see if there's no. Well, dang it. These are bad websites. Oh, here's the BB gun. All right. Yeah. So here's the little BB gun that could go on top of the drone. And you could fly it around. And then this was the pincher. So you could like go grab things. And I thought, I think you just put, oh yeah, here's the other thing. This was the actual camera. This is the one that I purchased off Amazon, and it was a little camera that you could fly around, and this made it FPV. But it was FPV on your phone. So there's that, but I want to see the wall crawling version. This is how big it was. This is a person holding it in their hand. But where's the wheels? Let's see if wheels. All right, here it is. This is the one that had wheels on it, and they had different colors. They had faces on them and stuff. But these wheels, you could like fly up the wall and stuff. This is the other drone that was very awesome. So it was an FPV drone that you could fly. You couldn't fly it, but you would drive it. You could drive under tables and stuff. And it had this little thumper. Oh, I can't. So that's Mambo FPV, smart block system. Jumping sumo. Yeah. So this was the jumping. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, spoiler. Sorry. Tonight's going to be about toy drones. Let's just watch this. So this was the drone, the flying drone on wheels. And then this is the Mambo, or the Sumo. There's crawling on the walls. Man, they were so much fun. Here's it jumping. Jumped on the table. Jumped in the popcorn bowl. All right, so that's what those drones were about. There was another one that was like an X-wing or something. No, don't remember what it was called. Not the Disco. There was another toy drone. Disco is not a toy, but that's all that's going to show it. Oh, there it is. Yep, Tiny X. Nope, that is the drone I'm talking about. But Parrot Swing. It was a cool drone too. But okay, so let's stop talking about Parrot. Those were the toy drones that I really, really loved. I want to go here. So I want to show you guys these pictures. This is the DJI Neo. And this is its size comparison compared to the Avata 2. So if you have the Avata 2, this is how much smaller it is. I thought I had my Avata 2 out, but I took it to camp. So you can tell it's about a 2 inches shorter. I'd say maybe 3 or 4 inches. Well, here's the dimensions right here. So pretty excited about this tiny little drone. Here is compared to the Mini 4 Pro. So yeah, so the Mini 4 Pro is about, so the wingspan is what's different on the Neo. And here is a really good shot of it close up. So I wanted to show you guys a few things before we get into what we're going to talk about tonight. So as you can see, it's a tiny little drone that can take off from your hand. Now I don't see any sensors anywhere on the top. Okay, that's important. But I want to show you guys this little AI button right here. So this button back here is probably how you turn it on. And this button up here is probably how you pick what kind of mode it's going to do. So before we get into anything else, I want to compare that to these. So this is the HoverAir XI. This is the AI camera that came out last Christmas. I feel like the DJI Neo is pretty much copying everything this drone does. So that's why we're going to talk about that drone tonight. But right here, we've got a hover. Oh, that's not it. Let's move this over here. So right here, we've got a takeoff. So that might be takeoff and hover. We've got a zoom out. So there's something under here that might be the zoom out. We've got a follow. That would be this button right here. Little tracking. We've got an orbit. There's the orbit right there. Bird's eye. That might be this thing. Manual control. So manual control, it might be why it comes with a controller. There's a snapshot. So I don't see snapshot here, but it might be covered up here. Dolly track, some of the other ones. So the HoverAir XI is 125 grams. So let's see if we have weights here. So let's see what this has in store for us. So this is the bundle. This is a better picture from the side. So the prop guards can go on and off. So I would assume if you want to fly it outside, you take the prop guards off and you might be able to fly it better. But the controller is very lackluster, but it looks like on the top of the controller, you can put your phone. So I believe the app is going to be a little bit more, manageable. John said that the Neo is 169 grams. All right. So we have just about everything that we know about the Neo so far. Let's see if this one has anything in it. Oh, here we go. So, 135 grams. So the DJI Neo is 135 grams. Palm takeoff. It might be 169 grams with the prop guards on it, maybe. But what we have here is palm takeoff and landing, AI subject tracking, quick shots, multiple control options. So that, to me, that's probably phone and controller and maybe the button on top. 4K ultra stabilized video. So you can literally take this thing, launch it off of your hand, and get a 4K video. So I could go out, not even bring a drone, just bring this guy, get some establishing shots, and then do my regular, just do my regular YouTube video. So I'm missing what you guys are saying. You can fly indoors now with what we have. I use the Avata 1. Yep. Current drones have great views with the camera. All right. So this is not a super professional drone, just so you guys know. This is a selfie drone. And this is not a drone you would add as, you would not do anything with at night with this drone. I wouldn't think. What's up, Doug? Hope you're having a good night, man. So let's look at the box. What you get in the box, you get the aircraft, you get propeller guards, you get extra props, you get, it looks like 2 batteries or 3 batteries. That might be a 3 batteries, a charging cable. You get a screwdriver, so you probably have to use a screwdriver to change the props. You have a remote controller, a charging port, and a manual. So, and it utilizes the DJI Fly app. I thought it was going to use the Mimo app, but it's going to utilize the DJI Fly app. So I think with that, we've got a pretty good idea of what's going to happen here. So I wanted to bring you guys to the HoverXI website. When I started seeing pictures of the Neo, I was like, man, that looks familiar. And I want to show you guys the picture of the HoverAir. Now on the HoverAir, you've got, I think this is a dial. Either this is a dial or a push, like a mode button. And these are LED lights that when you change the mode to whatever happens here, you go there. And then you somehow execute it. I don't remember what you do to execute it. I would assume that the Neo will have hand gestures like the Osmo Pocket, where you can, or even, I believe the Spark had, gestures where you could hold your hand up and then move it up and down, and then you could go, or you could you do this and it would take a picture. You remember that? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So hopefully all the gestures from the Spark back in the day will help you control it. It'd be awesome because you could use the force. You could like move in and out, and you could control the drone with your hand, and it would get like 10 feet away from you and then just kind of stay where you're at. That was, I completely forgot all about that until just now. But this drone right here, this folds in half, and is a pocket drone that you can take out and do selfie shots with. On this drone, I don't know if this is going to be the same as the other drone, as the Neo, but we've got a sensor on the bottom, and that's basically just a GLONASS sensor that kind of takes, like, analyzes the ground and then compares it to every time the drone moves, and so it kind of keeps itself in place or whatever. So Steve said, I bet the wind will blow it all over the place. It might. If it's anything like the Tello blew all over the place. But if it is a little bit lighter than a Mini, my Mini 4 handles wind very well. Now this is a Whoop style, so but I feel like the aerodynamics on my Avata 2, it has the same aerodynamics as the Avata 2. So it might get blown all over the place because it's light, but I think it will definitely, I think this will be a lot better than the Tello. Gary said the Mavic Air had hand gestures. Oh, maybe it was the Air. I feel like the Spark did too, though. But so here's the specs on the Air, and let's compare it to what we just read about the Neo. So this one's 125 grams, so about the same weight. Palm takeoff, intelligent flight paths, focus following, triple stable image. I don't know what triple means. Does that just mean a three-axis gimbal? I don't think it has a 3-axis gimbal. Oh, maybe there's some dampers in here. I don't know. Live preview. So that's probably in the app, in the Fly app, or whatever. On this drone, it's whatever that drone is. I don't think the Neo is going to be foldable. A one-click filmmaker. So that will probably be in the app as well. I feel like DJI took this idea and then just made it, like DJI copies things a lot all the time. So easy to operate, 3-second palm takeoff. And this just shows an example of the guy taking it off. That didn't come out right. Here's a picture of when it goes off. All right. This is a real close-up of all of the buttons. So these are all the little, so maybe it's not a dial, maybe it's just a mode button. These are the intelligent modes that we just read off. Triple stabilizer, fully enclosed design, which is, the Neo is not fully enclosed, but has prop guards to make it fully enclosed. So there's that. I do like the way that this folds up into kind of just a little rectangle. I think that's pretty awesome. So that is those pictures. So here we go. So this basically it can track you. So I believe the Neo is going to do that too. So if you want to just go out and do like a walking shot, you can just launch it from your palm and just walk around, and the drone will just film you in 4K. I think that's awesome. So this is a family taking a picture. This is a guy climbing a mountain with his drone just kind of flying around him. I don't know how to get over there. Oh, there we go. cycling, running, hiking. They use the same picture for travel adventures as they did hiking. That is points off from the designer, in my opinion. Intelligent flight paths. So there's a hover, so you can basically just have it hover and record something from you. Here's follow. So this is their little selfie camera, just following them around. Oh, no, this is orbit. So it's orbiting around them. There's zoom out, and this is bird's eye. So in a nutshell, that's what it does. 3-second palm takeoff. So follow me. Harnessing advanced tracking algorithms and following speed up to 15 miles per hour, the follow mode and dolly track of the HoverAir XI becomes your intuitive cameraman, seamless tracking your every move. Intelligent shooting paths. So this has a bio positioning. So not sure what it's doing there, to be honest. Here's the stabilization. Level 4 wind resistance. Portability. Lighter than an iPhone and exempt from the hassle of FAA registration. Smart app control. So I believe with the Fly app, you'll be able to do the same things here. So I'm not going to get into all the, well, we'll see. Yeah, so the video modes on here only go up to 1520. But takes a 12 megapixel image, which is really good. All right, so that is a comparison to what we have seen on the leak. Whoa, on the leak websites compared to the HoverAir one. I wanted to show you guys this guy's video. This is China Cycling. And I wanted to go through his video and show you guys, this is what the Hover XI's capabilities are. So you kind of launch it from your hand. It can track you, like just follow behind you, which is pretty awesome for a tiny little drone. I am not loving what's going on here. I don't know what's going on there. That's a little too close. But this is him pulling it out of his pocket. And coming out. And now he's got this drone just following him. And it's got guards all around it. So if it runs into you, it's not really going to hurt you. But this is pretty amazing that he just turned it on inside. Didn't need satellites. Didn't need anything. Oh, crap. Honda ad. But he didn't need anything to get started. And now he's like, this drone is just following him along. I'm not a huge fan of it just looking at my butt all the time. I used to have an Ozbot Turtle, and it was this little remote control car that was AI powered that would follow you, but it was on the ground, and it just kind of looked up my butt the whole time. So I didn't like that. But I like how you can change like the heights. That's pretty awesome that it went through those trees. I don't know if that was him flying it through the trees. This is an example of orbit mode. But it's really just like a tracking drone that kind of trails. I don't like that every video on here is his back. Not a fan of that. It looked like he was flying it with his phone right there. But these shots are kind of cool. These orbit shots. especially if you're like, just imagine if you went to go ask someone to marry you and you were like on this mountaintop or something. You could just whip this little drone out and it would film the whole thing, and you wouldn't have to invite your family along to film it. You know what I mean? I really think it'd be cool for vacations and stuff like that. So let's see what other shots he has here. Battery life, image quality. All right, let's see. So this is, he said this was hover mode. So hover mode is really just staying in one spot and then pointing at him. So it's kind of like an aerial tripod. So he's just riding his bike all around, and it's literally just pointing at him. I think that's really, really cool. So this is something that I could use while I am. This is zoom out mode. And I think it'd be really cool, like Minefield later on this month. How cool would it be to, just take that out and get some random shots real quick? So I don't like the back shots. So this is follow mode. So I feel like he used follow mode a lot. This is orbit mode. Pretty standard. I wonder why there's that just little piece of concrete out in the middle of the beach. It's kind of random. What's up, Jim? Hope you're having a good night. No, we're looking at the Hover XI, which is pretty much the drone that DJI is ripping off in making the Neo. So this is the bird's eye view. And then here's a custom mode. So I'm not sure what custom mode is. I don't want to play his audio. But custom mode, maybe custom mode is you can change like the distance from you and the altitude, so you can go up and down. But this is a better thing for me. Instead of like looking at his backside the whole time, I would rather see him from the front. So I think that's a really good mode. It looks like he was flying it with his finger that time, though. So I don't know if you could do that. But if it's anything like the wand is on the Typhoon H, you can kind of just specify how far. So here he's using the app to fly it. With the Neo, we saw pictures on the box of a controller, so you'll be able to actually fly the drone, which is pretty cool. And this is kind of what it looks like in the app for the XI. So I have a feeling with the controller and with DJI, you'll have a lot better. I think they'll exceed what's happening here. There's another ad. Yep, I think that's all we're going to watch from that guy. So with that said, I think the Neo, wonder if it can land on water. I really don't think it can land on water. There are drones for like fishing drones that can land on water, but I seriously doubt the Neo is going to fly on water. And then I wanted to show you guys, this is a throwback. And I believe it was just called the Air. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of pictures, or I'm getting a bunch of videos for the Air, DJI Air. Let's do selfie again. Oh, wow. Really? There's a drone called the Air Selfie. Oh, wait, no. It's called the Air Neo. That's interesting. Check this out, y'all. The Air Neo, the AI-powered auto-fly camera. Air Neo. That's really, really weird that that has the Neo name. The Air drones have been out for a long time, probably 4 years at least. I remember wanting this at Best Buy. If you look at it, it's kind of got the same motors that the Mambo had, but it's just this little. It looks like a computer fan, and it's just this tiny little drone that does the same thing that X1 Pro does. We just saw. Well, it might not have all of the modes or whatever, but this comes with like a little silicone carrying case. Oh, it's a charging case. Let's see. Here's the app. So this is what the Air does. And I feel like it's the same kind of little drone. You just kind of throw it up in the air and it just looks at you. It's a little camera that kind of follows you around. Now that one's not as stable and the video probably isn't that great from it. But yeah, you stick your hand under it, it lands. Neo will probably do that too. Here's the photos from this little Air Neo. Jim, I hope you are right. Neo will have N1 controller goggles 3 compatible. I hope so. Now, the video from this little Air Neo sucks. It totally sucks. But the concept was really, really cool at the time. But that's the Air Neo. And the Air Selfie, this is a video from 5 years ago, y'all. 5 years ago. So I feel like DJI is, the Neo might be a way to make some money while this DJI ban's going on. I don't know. But this is the little Air. Or, yeah, the little... I don't know why my closed captions is like in Hindu or something. That's weird. This guy looks like he's very passionate about what he's saying. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. So that's my predictions of the Neo. So that's it. That's really all I want to talk about tonight. I've got a lot going on in my personal life, so I'm going to kind of quit a little bit early. But I wanted to take like the next 10, 15 minutes to ask if you guys had any questions for me. I answered Brent's question about the mount for the Mavic 3. And I think it's time for me to pop open a Coke. Do a little ASMR. Oh yeah. There it is, Coke Zero. I will say this week I unlocked the Cybertruck in Fortnite. The Tesla Cybertruck. What's happening to my hair? I got a little dangle. We could look up information on Minefield. So Minefield 5.0 is happening August 24th and 25th. This is a free event open to all RC flyers. So if you are in the Brownsville, Tennessee area or would like to come, I will be there. John, I drink water too, but when I'm 48 and trying to do a show at 8 o'clock at night, I need my caffeine, bro. What is the Cyber Beast? Is that a new truck? I love it how Kia put a commercial on this. Interesting. All right. So Minefield 5.0, plenty of parking for RVs and cars, free Wi-Fi and restrooms. Minefield Grill is open for orders. And local hotels and the field of it is available for camping. So registered attendees will gain access to the free raffle. Tickets provided when you check in. I'm going to go ahead and register. Now we're getting all my info. People in your party. I'll probably be by myself. All right, I'm registered, y'all. Download a copy of the disclaimer. All right. Oh, I got to fill that out. I'll do that later. Ah, crap. All right, was that it? All right, flying info. All skill levels are welcome. Flight frequency organization, power and charging. Anything that flies is welcome. Fixed wing, FPV, and camera drones. Special guests, speakers, raffle prizes, music entertainment, and more. They have official shirts for 25 bucks. So there's that. There's sponsors. And then you can donate. So Brent said you have a battery bank to bring. I'm bringing a Blue Eddy. It's not a Blue Yeti, but it's a Blue Eddy. I don't remember the amperes and all on it, but I took it when I went down to Florida, and it will run my CPAP and a fan for 8 hours. So I might not need a CPAP after my surgery, but yeah, I'll be using that for power. Yeah. But for the nighttime, I don't know that I'll need much power. I'm going to ventilate. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like then. But if it's anything like the weather is now, I'll just need kind of a light breeze, and it won't get cold enough for me to freeze out or whatever. So this is the link that Brent put in there. Well, what's the difference? I don't get it. This is the exact same website, but just better. See, I like that t-shirt better. I don't like the white, whatever is going on there. I like that t-shirt way better. But yeah, I probably won't get the shirt. So yeah, let's play this video. I feel like not sure if I have rights to that music, so I'm going to turn that off. So there's all these awesome things to fly around, fly through. The thing that I'm worried about is getting my drone stuck up there, because there's no way I'm climbing up to get it. There might be some people in their 20s that would be willing to fly up there, but or climb up there, but I am not going to go get anything. So I'm thinking about flying like a throwaway drone, like one of my old, like the Avata ones. I don't know that I'll chance my Avata 2 here. I do think it'll be really cool to take the Avata with my SMO 360 camera through it. I think that'll be really, really neat. But yeah. And I might just put some 360 cameras, like attach them to like that right there. I'll climb up a staircase and put a 360 camera. That might be kind of fun. But yeah, this is kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'll bring a lot of like still cameras to capture other people flying. And then I definitely want to do like a fly around the sculpture. Maybe with my Mini 4 Pro, just kind of get some shots with it. And then my Avata 2 might be the best drone to actually get shots that I actually want. But whenever you're flying with a lot of other people, that makes me nervous. So, and Brownsville's not that far from me. I might just go over there before the event and just check things out. Maybe I'll do that Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. But there's a car wash. Yeah, and I'd like to take some like VR 180 photos. I think would be really cool. But yeah. So that's it. That is the show tonight. Minefield is the next thing that I am doing publicly. So yeah, I've missed Minefield the last 2 years in a row. So I'm definitely planning on going to it this year. Hopefully my nose will be healed up. If I get surgery on the 14th, that'll be 10 days to heal. I feel like I'll be good. So, well, yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm pretty sure I'll have a show next week, but I will let you guys know ahead of time on Club Foxhorn if I don't have a show. And next week, I might just show some videos from you guys, and I'll do kind of my commentary. I'll talk about your art. So yeah, planning on putting out a video this week of kind of the close-ups. It'll be a VR 180 video, but it'll be kind of showing you guys my new camera and the rig I bought and all that kind of stuff. So have a wonderful week, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Make sure you hit the like button. I'll give you 5 seconds to hit the like button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that was more than 5 seconds. That was probably 10. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out, y'all.